Hey everyone, Udub here. Welcome back to the channel. Bringing you a new video of Madden 23, playing this on my PS5 in performance mode on my LG C1. Now before jumping in, as a reminder to shout out two things. First, in the description I have created a Ko-fi link, spelled K-O-F-I, for the channel. If you want to support the channel and donate, I'd really appreciate it if you could visit that link. It's like a more flexible Patreon, just allows you to customize any amount that you'd like to give, and like I said, I'd be truly appreciative of any amount you can provide as we continue to expand the channel and grow the amount of content on offer here. Also, second thing, worth noting in the description, so there is a full detailed list there of all of my LG C1 settings as well as my PS5 console settings. I started doing this for all my POV videos, but like I said, for this video in particular, you will find that full list. So if you're curious at all about specifically what settings I use or typically prefer to play with, that will always contain my most up-to-date settings. Now, pretty quick commentary here, but again, just continuing my franchise mode, playing as the Baltimore Ravens, and doing so in performance mode. Now, this mode targets on the PS5 1440p, so it's not native 4K. And it does this in order to just achieve a 60 FPS playthrough through the entire game. I personally prefer this mode. The other mode, which is image quality, still plays at 4K 60, so it's native 4K 60 FPS during gameplay. However, all the cutscenes and in-betweens, like whether it be the instant replays or coach cam, all that basically in-between plays, that gets shifted down to 30 FPS. And in my opinion, it's pretty jarring when you see it just go from smooth gameplay to 30. So in my opinion, at least, I'm okay with the slight resolution drop as long as I can maintain the 60 FPS. With that though, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the gameplay. This is just first half gameplay. I usually do this primarily just to keep the video relatively short in terms of export. Otherwise, I mean, the full game would be a full 40 minutes. But with that, like I said, I really do appreciate you guys' support. Let me know what you think of Madden so far, if any of you are playing. Perhaps if you run into any issues. I have found a few save file corruption issues that have popped up with my franchise mode, but I have been able to resolve them. But like I said, with all that, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for your support and for watching the video. Just please leave a like, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to you later.
First down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught there by Wallace. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We see Carolina's offense getting set for their first possession here. And at quarterback, his second season with the Panthers, Sam Darnold. Darnold and the Panthers now with a 1st and 10 here at their 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So Crochet deep for Baltimore. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
I gave him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk to one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Charlie Kohler, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans.
Panther football to start quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Darnold. Downfield throw tip, but he still got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
But when we see the ball tipped in the air, sometimes we get a little roll change, don't we? Because when it's in the air, sometimes the defensive back becomes the receiver. And in this case, the receiver looked like a defensive back, but ended up a receiver.
He caught it as a receiver. Hey, it worked out.
Worked out really well for them. But I'm telling you, the defensive guys, frustrated. They're going to catch it in film.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the interception, here's Jackson. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Jackson going to run again. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. He's able to find Wallace. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now a pause, so there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Week 11 in the NFL, and the playoff race is starting to take shape. And we got a couple of good divisional matchups coming up in primetime this week. First tonight, the Bengals and Steelers from Heinz Field. And then tomorrow night, you and I on a plane after this one ends, going down to Mexico. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman from 8 yards out. And the Ravens continue to pull away here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. His interception on that last drive set the other guys up pretty good. They had solid field position. They cashed in with a touchdown. Now he's got to try to get things right here. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it. And
Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. Oh, the return is Prochet. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So maybe some signs of life where this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return an interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up pass.